Could being too positive be a problem? See, I thought a while back that being positive all the time, being very enthusiastic and hyping people up and all this was a good thing. But what I realized is that being positive is fake. And negativity is a social skill. So most people think negativity is a bad thing because they think only of one type of negativity, which is venting or hating on someone. That is bad negativity. Saying, oh my God, my day was horrible and all this shit and just unloading your emotions. Oh, my foot aches, all this stuff. But there's actually a good negativity. Even if that sounds like a paradox, there's a good form of negativity, and it's a skill that you need. That is the ability to be direct. So when you are telling someone something, right? If you're telling somebody how to improve their content, if you are only telling them positive things like, hey, I really like your editing, but you don't point out the flaws directly, you aren't telling them the full truth. Now, most people are afraid of being direct, but what I learned, because I used to be, like years ago, I used to be a nice guy. I was far too nice, and a huge part of that is being too positive and not being negative. You need the ability, you need the skill of negativity, not shitty, random negativity that most people do, like venting or hating for no reason, but directness and constructive criticism, and also the ability to tell somebody something that might offend them. So when you're giving someone criticism on their YouTube channel, you tell them when their editing sucks. You tell them when they made a mistake, when they said something that they should cut out. You tell them when their editing skill isn't good. Like, your edits look all right for beginners, but you are not at a intermediate or advanced level yet. You need to get better. You need to go watch these videos. You need to go figure out these techniques. Now, that might hurt their feelings, but what is the priority? Is the priority truth and improvement and results, or is it keeping people feeling good and feeling safe? Like, that's the problem we have. When you're so focused on positivity only and feeling good and keeping other people's emotions good and keeping people feeling all comfortable and happy, you end up giving up the truth in that process. So really, when I say you need negativity and negativity is a skill, what I mean is you need to find the ability to be direct and also to be objective. And when you're objective, you're going to tell people things that are going to hurt their feelings. You're going to tell people things that are blunt, that are not seen as positive. And people will call this, oh, you're just being so negative all the time. Like now in my YouTube videos on SmartyRBX, my channel about Roblox development, I will criticize people with a bad approach. These people are following the hobbyist mindset, which holds them back. These people are just following passion. This is limiting them. They aren't making a plan to ascend in their Roblox development career. Now, people will call this, oh, you're being so negative all the time. You're trashing on passion and whatever. I'm just laying it out as it is. And that will hurt some feelings. And that is okay. So people are afraid of the backlash they're going to get from being direct, from being quote unquote negative, from having that directness, from having that truth that they put out there. But if you can't criticize somebody, if you can't criticize your friend, if you can't tell somebody when they're fucking up and they're missing the gym, hey man, you're skipping leg day too much. You need to get your ass to the gym on leg day, right? That might hurt his damn feelings, but it's going to help him. So kindness, true kindness, isn't just about being nice all the time and giving people compliments. That's bullshit. Fake kindness. Real kindness is being honest and telling somebody when they're making mistakes, telling somebody when they have a flaw, telling somebody when they need to improve something, and not hiding it because you're worried about their reaction and how they're going to blow up at you and how they're going to get angry or feel offended. That is the skill of negativity, right? It's not really negativity. It's just directness. And in that directness, there's going to be things that people see as negative and positive. But you're telling people the truth. You're telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. We're in a time where people just want to tell each other what they want to hear. They just want to be positive all the time. And the problem with that is you end up concealing the truth. This also goes for yourself. You need to be able to tell yourself when you're fucking up. Hey, you missed the gym. You need to get to the gym every day. Hey, you're scrolling too goddamn much on Instagram Reels. Stop doing that shit. You're fucking up your progress towards your goals. Hey, you are watching too much of this content. You need to watch educational content instead or cut it out altogether. Hey, you need to be able to tell yourself that stuff and have that honesty. But people will call this negativity nowadays. Telling yourself when you're messing up, telling yourself when you're not doing things to your full potential. But it's not. It's just honesty. And you need that skill of negativity to truly dominate. Now, this also goes socially, right? You can't be positive all the time and be able to set boundaries. If you're positive all the time and you're too nice, you can't set boundaries with people. When you're assertive, you're going to say things like, hey, stop doing that. Don't talk to me like that, whatever. And people might act like that's negative, but really you're just setting a boundary that needs to be set. Like, I won't tolerate this, right? And people will call you negative for that. They'll shame you for it, but that doesn't mean that it's actually a bad thing. So you need to ditch the whole idea of needing to be positive all the time, because it's turning you into a simp for other people. It's turning you into somebody also who doesn't keep themselves accountable and doesn't keep other people accountable, and who hides the truth and really lies, right? You need to stop lying to protect other people's feelings and your own. Tell the truth and forget about their feelings. Fuck your feelings. I care about the facts. All right, subscribe now and follow me on Instagram to get more content all the time, and I'll see you next video.